contact time for PhD students, they'll meet with their supervisors every month. We have teams of supervisors for each student, and depending on the subject that the PhD student is studying, we can involve two supervisors at the same time. So some of my students, I'll meet with a colleague of mine, we will meet with the student and we'll have a session that runs for maybe 2 hours every month. As for the MA students, the backbone of their teaching with us is formed by 2 weekly seminars, and each weekly seminar lasts for an hour and a half, and will concern the research interests of members of staff. So they'll vary very much from year to year depending on what are the research interests at that time of the members of staff. And they'll run sort of 4-week sessions dealing with a certain text or a certain theme. Aside from that, and this is particularly useful for people converting into philosophy, we strongly encourage them to attend classes where undergraduates will be being taught. This really exposes them to a lot more teaching hours. They come from a very wide background. We're very international. We have a Swede who trained in America. We have a half Italian French student who studied in Sheffield and Oxford, an American who studied some of her time in Paris, a Romanian who trained in Germany and then worked in Oxford for a long time. So we come from a very wide range of backgrounds. We're very interdisciplinary. We link up in all sorts of interesting ways, forming small research clusters around particular topics. We have very particular interests, from social epistemology to philosophy of mathematics and philosophy of medicine I mentioned. Ordinary language philosophy is very well represented here. People working on the history of philosophy, from Kant to Frege,